Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. So at the moment we're using a temporary Traveller's Pledge and really we're wanting to grind out bounties so that we can get the plans for Captain Crimson's bits, because they're going to round out our build quite nicely. We still need the braces over here, we still need the Shield of the Fury and the Fate of the Fell. So Shield of Fury is going to go in here instead of Final Witness, Fate of the Fell is going to go instead of Akrat's Awakening. Both of those are going to be pretty damn useful for Heaven's Fury. And finally we need Unity to go down here, and also for Cormac to be properly geared up. Before we do that though, I want to grind some gems. Do I want to grind gems first? I've put the difficulty up to Torment 10, so actually let's do bounties. And we'll get the plans so we can do the stuff that we know we can craft first. I think that's going to be best. Looking at this, we've done plenty of Act 1. Let's do Act 2 bounties. And try and keep the number of materials we have roughly even. As I said, I've put the difficulty up to Torment 10, so it's going to be a little bit harder. But hopefully we can still monster through pretty much everything that comes along. And it's looking that way, which is good. It's always a concern when you put the difficulty up that you're just going to go way higher than you should. I mean, even that tiny spider bit us pretty heavily. So it is a cheap concern, and a valid concern at that. Yeah, I am obviously concerned about things hiding underground killing us. And about our Wrath regen. Well, Wrath regen doesn't matter if there's nothing to kill. Ooh, these guys are things to kill. Ooh. So, being at Torment 10, we will potentially get double death breaths from things. That's really cool. That's going to allow us to do crafting, which will probably benefit us most in terms of rings. But, oh god, we've been hit, which is going to suck. We can kind of break through the movement problem. At least we're supposed to be able to by activating Akrat's Awakening. I don't think it actually works. I was reading up on Stone Gauntlets to see how they're supposed to work. So what I'm thinking is we might do Pain Enhancer and try and use Pain Enhancer to offset the attack speed penalty that we get. So by making stuff bleed around us, we'll end up working our increased attack speed that way. Don't know if it will work, we'll have to see. But yeah, it's going to be experimental. Okay, it's definitely a lot tougher at Torment 10, I will say that. Let's put our point into resource cost reduction. Still 10 things left alive in here. I bet there's going to be some significant underground activity. One thing left. Is it hiding underground or is it overground? I'm watching the mini-map like a hawk.
Not yet.
Where are you hiding? There it is. Grab all of these. Now, obviously, with the increase in difficulty level, the boss fight is going to be tougher, so we'll save it to last. But everything else we should be fine, as long as we're not foolish with how we actually approach our fights. So we are still looking to alpha strike pretty much everything. Don't get hit is the plan of the day. And if we do get hit, then try and offset it as much as possible with Akarats and other things. I'm sure we'll be fine. This is why we want the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac, really. Now, the other kind of builds that you could do is there's a shield which retaliates Heaven's Fury when you block. So we could go for that and try and go for a complete reactive setup. But I like the idea of being proactive in my standard murders. I think it's going to serve us much, much better. We definitely need to get Cormac the ability to stay alive. Okay, bounty done. That worked nicely. Just making sure that the area is safe before we move on. Okay, let's head on to the Cursed Archive. And just a reminder, we're doing this for plans. That's going to allow us to craft up the belt that we want and the boots that we want. $16 billion damage. We're already hitting like a truck. Well, we need to go in here, so let's not wait around. And up this side, got some other guys. Cursed chests are great because we'll be able to plan for it. So we'll clear the area out first just to make sure it is safe enough. You're dead as well. Grab this book. Okay. We'll put our points in and then... in fact, I'm going to clear up the north side as well. Just to make sure. Yeah, nothing up here, which is what we want to see. Okay, resource cost reduction and a little bit more in resist all. So what type of chest is this going to be? The kind where we're going to want a hell of a lot of Fist of the Heavens going off. That's the kind. That went alright. Nice and straightforward. We are getting lots and lots of levels. For running bounties, this is a lot of levels. Let's go kill... What was his name? Sugish the Enraged. I thought it said the Engaged. So we're heading into the unknown depths. Obviously not wanting to get hit by any bit of ranged fire. Or hell, any ranged bit of anything. But especially fire because it creates the DOT. Which is just going to be uncool. Billions and billions. Right, there is Death Breath to get there. Poor Cormac. I saw him take that fireball right to the face. He went super crispy. Look at all that. So many Death Breaths. Right, we've still got 21 mobs to kill. Okay, 10 mobs left. God, without my glasses on, that looked like a Ring of Fat sight. I know it was a Ring of Far sight, but highly amusing. Ooh, let's not stand under what they're doing there. Get all the loot we want. Get him killed. Now we just need to find the big dude and take him out. Ooh, Crusader shield. That's a better Jeckenborg. Let's get a friend in. And he is a decent bombardment barbarian. Barbarian Crusader. Jeez, I'm tired. I know exactly what I'm talking about.
I have unlocked the secret of the soul stones once given patience by Tyria. The best creation, to be sure, but one that I am certain can be overburdened.
Alright, well if we're already full of stuff, let's head back, we'll clear some space and we'll come back in.
Contain the souls of many demons, or even angels.
Level. And over here, salvage. What do we get? We got Rospodine's Force and Royal Topaz. That's handy. Royal Topaz is going to do quite nicely in our crown. So this Jeckenborg can replace the other Jeckenborg. In fact, we probably want to, as much as we are going to put this in the cube, we probably want to hold on to this so that we have it as an option in case we need to switch set. Got 10 million in cash. We are doing quite nicely on the money front. Bang! Hit him with a single Heaven's Fury, and he went. Back to the Terminus. Put that point in over here. And that means we are just on to killing Magda. We should be able to nuke her pretty effectively. Yes, teach me about Diablo. In the meantime, I will have the Pool of Reflection, so we are educating ourselves in many different ways. Pop. That was a really satisfying Heaven's Fury. Ooh, Templar Relic. If we're lucky, that's going to be what Cormac needs. If we're unlucky, it'll be the other one, but even then, it'll still have a benefit. Let's have a very quick look at it. Is it going to keep him alive? Or is it going to be just a disappointment? It's a disappointment. He gains access to all skills, which is good. Certainly better than what he had. Doesn't keep him alive, though. Which is really what we need at this stage in the game. Okay, we have cleared everything out in front. Let's head on in and kill the witch. Pop. Really, really straightforward. Over the top slightly, but if it works, it works. So we're going to head back. We're going to hand this in with Tyrael and see what plans we get. What's up, mate? Okay, we got a shield, and for the plans, we got Corruption, Clutherous Splint, and Blitz Bolter. That's not amazing. We've got 2 shields actually for comic effect. Right, in terms of gems, let's pull this out. We may as well max out these so that we can get 3 Royal Topazing. We can only use one of them, but it means that when we get the next plan, we'll have the 2 others that we need ready. And yeah, I'm just going to ID and then salvage everything up. So hurrah for Doombringer. Covenant's Criterion is actually pretty powerful. It's going to be better than that, so yeah, let's try and keep you alive by just reducing the amount of damage you take. How's that sound? We could afford to upgrade one of the rings, potentially, or we can make a bracer and try that. I think bracer is going to be better for us. So, upgrade rare item. Sure, let's do Nemesis braces. I can't see that causing us any problems at all. So, Covenant's Criterion is going to go in the cube. That's going to go in the cube. That's not. Not right now, of course. These are just coming into our list of items that we're eventually going to salvage up. In fact, we've already got one of these. So we'll get rid of that. Alright, well, with one set of bounties done, let's move on to the next. Killing Gom, I think, isn't going to be as difficult as any of the others. That was a pretty beefy amount of damage he did, regardless of how we felt about it. 1 enemy down, 74 to go. Got to watch out for the ranged mobs on this one. But it's going to be plenty of experience. There you are. Pop, pop. I don't need to go after the Key Warden. That's just going to be asking for trouble unnecessarily. Ow. Right, let's activate this. Do some more killing at range. We didn't trigger a death, but it was obviously a little bit worrying. Massive long-range bombardment. Pretty dangerous. I hear a goblin. Give me all of these bits and we can move on to the next bounty. Yeah, let's go clear the Underbridge. So point goes in, point goes in. So we are playing a little bit fast and loose. But overall I think we're fine. So that last one, for instance, I used my steed charge to charge in when I should probably be keeping it as a get out of trouble thing a bit more than I am. Especially when it's not always clear when we're attacking slowly or not. You know, you just go to attack and all of a sudden your guy doesn't because he's still technically in the animation from the last one. But it's working well enough. Oh dear. Sort of stuck in place. Let's back off for a little. Okay, well, we killed the one up the top that I was worried about. Fighting upstairs is tricky. Yeah, being a hardcore character with a retaliatory build, such as needing to block in order to trigger things, would be pretty dangerous. I can see that getting us killed by accident. We are, or were, a little bit low on Wrath for a moment there. Alright. Let's head up and see what we have. We must be pretty close to the Underbridge by now. Ooh, I hear a goblin up this way. More Death's Breaths. This is definitely one of the most mobile characters that I've played. Alright, well, if everyone has to die in here...
Patience.
Then we're going to have to be nice and thorough. I like that we can put down Fist of the Heavens and then charge around, and the whole Fist of the Heavens thing does 4 times damage while we're charging. Something that I've noticed as we've been going around applying it. So if I put that down and then charge around, when it sparks out, it will do 4 times the damage for like the time that we're charging. Which is pretty effective, and we are so slow. It's a very, very weird playstyle. Let's go to the Eternal Woods. In the meantime, I will put points in over here. Look at how many we're getting.
Patience.
I really need Cormac to start staying alive. I think that's going to be kind of essential.
Not ready yet.
Yeah, if we were going to do the retaliatory version of this build, we'd need Aquilicurus, certainly instead of our current setup. I know that we're going to be taking out that cursed chest. I just want to make sure that if we need to back away elsewhere, we've got space to do that. And this is by far the safest way to ensure that we're covered. It's going to be really sad when we get rid of the Convention of Elements and swap over for Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac. I would be tempted to keep the Convention just because of the extra damage it does. Because it really is a lot of damage. Ooh, let's embiggen ourselves. Turn the entire screen into some kind of death frenzy. Okay, I think this is clear enough that we can do what we actually came here for.
Patience.
I'm just going to wait for Steed Charge to be ready. So really letting this steed charge handle the damage that we're getting. There we go. That went really well. How many did we get? 142. Alright, well, we're absolutely chock-a-block of stuff. So let's head back and we'll ID it and we'll see how it goes. Look at these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. This is on bounties. So we've got Chainmail. Yeah. Gauntlets of Valor. That's good. It's nice having a spare so we can potentially re-roll them. Although I think I prefer our current ones with the critical hit chance and critical hit damage. Even if our critical hit chance and critical hit damage are both low rolls. So we've got that as a spare, which can be re-rolled. In fact, let's keep the spares over here. Hack, that can just go. Chainmail is the first one we've seen. That comes across here. Everything else is going to get salvaged up. Right. On to kill Golash, and then we'll come down and kill Gom. And then we'll get more plans from our rewards, and hopefully Captain Crimson stuff. Ooh, gelatinous. I think I killed them all. Oh, not quite. Now I've killed them all. Well, that was effective. We're gonna have to head back because I think we're full of stuff. Yeah, let's just head back. We'll clear out our space and then we'll come back in and finish a Golash. Let's ID this. That's the fate of the Fell! Heaven's Fury gains 2 additional rays and does 5 times... Sorry, does 6 times the damage. Has its damage increased by 500%, which means it will do 6 times the damage. That's going to be amazing. So, goodbye Doombringer. Unless... No, we'll keep you with Rhymeheart because I like Rhymeheart. I'm going to extract the power from Fate of the Fell right now. And that's just so lucky. It's a shotgun. It's a shotgun of Heaven's Fury. And why do we like it? Because shotguns, shotguns, shotguns. I do need to go to the vault, but that's less urgent than what we're doing right now. Okay, so back here. We got the Fate of the Fell. We got the Fate of the Fell. Alright, let's go kill Gom. Nice interception there, Cormac. worth it. So worth it. The archer's obviously a concern, but not that much of a concern. Straight into the larder we go. We are an absolute beast. Absolutely monstrous. So Gom is going to get absolutely power hammered by our Heaven's Fury. Bam! Just build up to it. Probably didn't even need to build up to it that much. All right, well let's go see what Tyrael has to say in terms of plans. Demon skin and a ring. Avarice band. So it's not what we wanted, of course. Boots of Disregard are kind of nice. And of course the Sash of Knives. Sash of Knives we could actually just swap over. It's not much damage though, so it's probably not worth it. With 46 Death's Breaths, we can afford to make another bracer. And try upgrading it. Serum Risk Guards. Again, another thing that's alright, but not what we need. So you're coming across, you're coming across, you're coming across, you're coming across. Yeah, very interesting selection of things that we have there. Let's teach this plan to Shen. So this is the Royal Amethyst. And we'll salvage everything up and move on. Let's run a Greater Rift. We can do that in the time that we have left, especially with that extra boost from Fate of the Fell. Jeez, that is going to be monstrous. Let's do a regular Rift. So that was a little bit dangerous. Might have overstepped slightly. I did activate our Prophet mode. We didn't need it in the end. Or maybe it's because we activated it that we were able to survive. I don't know. Hard to tell. No plans from him. So what are we learning? We're learning that we shouldn't be too cocky. And that inevitably I will still end up being very cocky. So we're always going to be at risk and we should just kind of get used to it. That hit though, that is just like a screen-wide shotgun. I really like it. I like it a lot. Getting a friend. And they die as soon as they come out because of our buddy. That is hilarious. didn't quite see what that was, but that's okay. The actual items we pick up are not important. Not while we're traveling through all of this anyway. This is a very fun and very silly feeling build. Certainly with the order of items that I've found with it. Let's get another friend in, Conduit. Let's make ourselves bigger just for the fun. And get some more experience down here. Well, that's a lot of stuff to progress us a lot further forward. I mean, I had a feeling we would have time.
Not yet.
For this, but I didn't quite realize how overpowerful we would feel. He's already gone. I barely got to see him. We only got to hit him with a fist. We didn't get to hit him with Heaven's Fury. Crusader King, you are not my king.
I'm returning to town.
Well, with the speed that went, we can actually probably... Oh my god, we actually got one of the champion level things. We can probably do a Greater Rift as well. Let me just put these points in. And then we'll clear out our stuff. Iron Tone Mud Splitters. Yeah, we'll hold on to them, why not? They are better than these ones. So, Greater Rift, Torment 10. We can afford to empower it just.
Are you ready? Then your try.
Oh, it is very effective. What we are doing right now. Those stone gauntlets are possibly a hindrance to us. Really hard to judge it.
Not ready yet.
Okay, I'm low on Wrath. So really I would like to get some more. Alright, yeah, let's move on to the next area. Hope for a bit more of an open environment. It feels so weird, it really does. But as long as you kill things before they really get a chance to react to you. Or even kind of as they react to you, as long as like you're efficient about it. Oh yeah, let's get a friend in as well. Nemesis braces at the moment with the summoning of shadow clones is just hilarious, because you summon big packs and nothing really happens except they die horribly. %, we are almost at the Rift Guardian. Ooh. Diablo servers are not a oh, okay, it's not kicking me out. I thought that was going to be super mean. So what did we get? We got Gogok of Swiftness. Well, we don't really care about that. The important thing is it hasn't decided it's going to kill us out of spite. Because that would be bad. That would be very bad. That would make me sad. Alright, well, let's IDL stuff. We'll put all of our points in. Now, as a reminder, all this stuff does increase our survivability, so it is going to make it easier as we go through this. Still don't have a good legendary gem selection, so maybe we should focus on rifts more than anything. For now, let's just have a chat with Kadala about rings, because I do need Unity. Another puzzle ring. An ancient puzzle ring. Okay. Well. That's a tough call. That is a tough call. We also got Focus, which isn't really going to be useful for us or any of our builds. Might be good for relevant stuff. I'll put it over here for now. And in terms of Death Breath, we could upgrade a Bracer. So we'll just do that very quickly before we finish. So we haven't got the plans that I wanted yet. We are going to have to keep trying for that. So that'll mean more bounties next time. Upgrade rare item. Let's give it a go. Cassirian Risk Guards. Well, we'll just salvage them up. Yeah, and hopefully we'll get that next time and we can round out our build. But we've done really well getting Fate of the Fell. That's, as you can see, allowed us to comfortably just blast whatever it is that comes along. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Diablo 3. See you soon.